And now here's your host and hostess, Wayne Christian and Shirley Schaffner.
Good morning. We're glad you joined us. Whoops. Did a roll. Welcome to the coffee shop.
And I'm talking real close to you this morning since you've got the microphone today, okay? So if everybody looks like I'm Wayne and Shirley, that's happy Christmas time, you know?
It really just is really cool with that sort of thing.
That's right.
You know, we're so glad to have a group with us that's kind of been here before, and yet they haven't either. You know, we thought we were real important when we had reruns this summer.
Right.
Well, this is the rerun of Envirokids. This is Envirokids too.
Two? Right. This is just the second time?
Yeah, well, Envirokids. We've had other groups, but this is only the second time they've been called Envirokids.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew we had a first organization that you went up north with and all this, and
Yeah.
that wasn't Envirokids.
No, we had Operation Read Aloud, Patriotism Plus. Then last year the group did Envirokids, and I thought it was a great honor to them that this group decided that they wanted to continue the project.
Okay.
And we've worked very hard this year in trying to make Shelby County more beautiful and clean. And may I introduce Miss Fannie Watson, who is the sponsor. And this is your group from which campus, Ms. Watson?
C.H. Daniels Intermediate, the 6th grade, the GT grade.
And this is the projects that they have chosen. They have an opportunity. Do you have how do you select what you're going to do?
Well, we just decide ourselves. We participate in community problem solving, which is a part of the future problem solving program. And in community, you actually go out in the community and work on something that's needed in the community. In future, you just study different subjects like the homeless or cities or something of that sort, do research, and then go through a process. But it's more fun when you can go out and actually do the work.
And like when you mentioned, this is the third year that you've been involved with working with your groups in a community problem-solving situation.
This is the 4th year.
The 4th year,
Yes.
okay. The 4th year,
Yes.
all right. Well, I even missed one there. Okay.
Patriotism Plus.
Okay. You said that in combination. I thought it was in combination with.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we have a bunch of kids here this morning, our kids, and I think it's, I just wanted to warn folks that the girls look very lovely and pretty this morning, but the guys got this weird look on their faces every time they get up front. But nothing we can do without that as they come up, but why don't we just kind of ask them?
Okay.
But watch out for these guys.
Our first one we're going to hear from is Julia Prince. Julia, what are the goals of the Enviro group?
We are continuing and extending the goals started by the original Envirokids last year. Our purposes are, 1, to educate people about litter. Someone has said that it is not litter itself that is the problem. It is the fact that we have become so used to it that we take for granted that is the way it's supposed to be. 2, we want to encourage people to pick up litter. This is where ideas for illegal dumping will be used. 3, we want to encourage waste reduction by recycling, composting, and shopping wisely. Another purpose is to put down roots, which means plant appropriate plants for beauty spots. Our last and one of our main goals is to inspire others to join our efforts.
Wonderful. Thank you, Julia.
Now, what about John Childress? All right, and your question is, how are you trying to implement your goal of educating citizens about littering?
Well, we have completed one video already and are making another to try to encourage people to pick up their own garbage. Or sometimes it's left for much, just cluttering our area. We made announcements at football games to try to encourage people to remember that if you don't put trash down, it doesn't have to be picked up by someone else. We're making some new cartoon characters to send a message to the newspaper each week. Be looking for Bottle Boy and Can Man, who are going to be our characters.
Wonderful. John, I want to ask you one other question. The statements that you made that if you don't put something down, someone else doesn't pick it up, are y'all doing that at home also?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That's great. Okay, Ryan Miller. This is the one we said we need to watch out for, is that right?
The faces are
I
weird
thought
on these
that,
guys.
you know, that's because you just have girls around you all the time. That's what it is. What are other things that you're doing to educate people in our area, Ryan?
Well, we're going to make public service announcements soon that will serve as a reminder that littering is not accepted in Shelby County. There are Envirokids support groups that have been started in other schools as a result of last year's work. And then we're going to be working ourselves. We're going to be working ourselves. As you know, many people follow by example and feel ready to help. As we think of new ideas, we're going to try to implement them. If there's anyone watching who has an idea and would like to share it, just let us know and we'll give it consideration.
Great.
Okay, Wendy Tinkle. Okay, your second goal is to clean up the existing litter. Why do you think people litter and dump illegally?
We have learned that illegal dumping is reaching epidemic proportions in the state of Texas. Shelby County is no exception. It is proven that people litter for three basic reasons. Number one, they feel no sense of ownership. Number two, they see litter already accumulated and feel that a little more won't hurt. And number three, they feel that it is someone else's responsibility to pick it up. We're working on our own research so that people do not have an expensive way of disposing of their household garbage. This way, people do not dump it along the side of the road.
Thank you.
Those girls do a better job than the guys.
Well, you're just now come up there and show them what a good job you're going to do. What steps have you taken yourself to help stop illegal dumping?
Our philosophy is to quit talking about it and to get busy. We write letters to the mayors, constables, justice of the peace, sheriff, city officials, and others in leadership positions. We asked them to allow us to speak to them at the county commissioner's November meeting. Over 30 people attended. When we spoke, then Miss Nancy Chancellor from Keep Texas Beautiful gave additional information. Then Miss Gail Polito from the Texas Forest Service, U.S. Forest Service, talked about the Great Forest Trash Off they have in Angelina County in February. We're hoping to inspire a large group to commit themselves to help us declare war on Shelby County waste. Now I'm going to let Ann Sawyer give you some additional information.
Good morning, Ann.
Good morning. The commissioners passed a resolution that they will support the Envirokids 2 campaign and try to stamp out littering and illegal dumping. Well, we had done a lot of talking, but we knew that we had better get busy with some of our actions because those who attended the meeting seemed very interested and supportive. We all agreed that we should clean up Shelby County, but things get complicated when you do something just besides talk. Coming up next is what the Envirokids 2, along with the Texas Forest Service decided to do. This goes along with Miss Watson's favorite saying, it is better to wear out than to rust out.
Very good. Thank you.
Okay, Ben Meeks. Okay, this guy looks guilty. Just watch him real close, okay? You understand the group went into action a few days ago. Now, fill us in on this, so to speak, trashy event.
Well, in your wildest dream, you couldn't imagine the amount of debris scattered along Henrietta Road. If we had tried to clean it up by ourselves, it would have taken us all year. But luckily, we had the help of the 5th grade support group, and we are deeply indebted to the Texas Forest Service, who supplied a dump truck, a front-end loader, and manpower to help. We are very appreciative of Mr. John Warner, Mr. Richard Gray, Mr. Shane Hughes, Mr. Randy Latham, Mr. Ray White, and Mr. Eddie Barnes of the Texas Forest Service, who gave willingly their time and expertise. Precinct 3 also supplied a dump truck. We would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Al Carrillo and Mr. Sam Langston and their men who helped. Then we really needed our parents who assisted in many ways.
Dan, just how much garbage was it you toted off now?
Well, the Texas Forest Service hauled off 7 dump trucks full of garbage, and we picked up approximately 200 garbage bags of trash. The big question is, why did anyone dump right along the side of the roadway? We found quite a bit of evidence of who is doing much of the dumping, and we really wish that they would call and tell us that they would be willing to clean up the small area past the railroad tracks that we were unable to complete last Wednesday due to lack of time. We feel that this is only fair, and we would consider not turning the names over to the authorities if we were assured that the area is going to be cleaned up. All of us need to remember that illegal dumping is against the law and that a substantial fine can be imposed.
Well, I tell you, there's certain things when your children come on the air, but for Michael and Joyce to admit that they had 7 dump load trucks of trash at their house is really something. It's a lot.
That would be a lot. Macro, since we have an aluminum recycling facility, do you take advantage of this possibility?
We know that the students at Echo Moffett Center Elementary and C.H. Daniels are doing this. It not only raises a little money for the campus, but it does much to help our environment. Research tells us that in 1991, the U.S. saved enough kilowatt hours of electricity to supply the residential needs of New York for 6 months. But research also tells that we throw away enough aluminum in a year to rebuild the entire Air Force fleet every 3 months.
Now that's a lot of aluminum, Colin.
Yes, sir. We would like to encourage everyone in Shelby County to recycle aluminum cans. We'll be glad. You can always send your cans to C.H. Daniels Center Elementary or F.O. Moffett. We'll be glad to have the little money.
That would be great if we could get everybody to doing that.
Okay, this is Reed Miller. Now, you have to watch this guy. The expression on his face sometimes gets, kind of suspicious on things. But Reed's talking about composting is considered a way of recycling. Are y'all trying to encourage this?
Yes, we're trying to use the Green Machine, which is a composter that the Deep East Texas Council of Governments gave the original Envirokids last year. A few of us take things from home, such as waste vegetables and fruits, and the cafeteria gives us lettuce leaves and other uncooked waste. We add leaves to the brown material. By the way, if any of our listeners have students at Center Elementary, please send your vegetable or fruit peelings in a plastic grocery bag, and Miss Watson will help them add it to the compost pile. Of course, the main purpose of this is not only to make good fertile soil, but also to train people to reuse everything possible.
Great. I'd like to say that little Kristen Barr, a 3rd grader, is the best composter at Center Elementary School. And this just means so much to teach them to, just learn to take care of
Learn how to do
everything.
it. And hopefully then they'll start doing it at home after they get these things worked out. Thank you, Reed. Ashley Odom. Ashley, step on up so everybody that's home want to hear you and see you or be able to see you and hear what you've got to say. We've heard that the state has mandated that schools recycle. What do you know about this?
House Bill 1340 asks schools of over 5,000 students to recycle cardboard, high-grade paper, and aluminum. Then steel cans are added.
And they've just simply asked the schools to begin considering taking care of all of these waste. And it's something that we plan to try to work on in our school. It's just so difficult, isn't it, Ashley, to get into everything?
And of course, we do not have many students in our schools, but we would like for our schools and other schools in the county to study this. Ben Meeks, Miss Watson, and I attended a meeting conducted by the Texas Natural Resource Conservation Commission in Kilgore. This encouraged all schools to start a program. Some schools, like Henderson, were pleased with their recycling program, but it was reported that everyone from the administration to the custodians would have to help to have a successful venture. It is definitely worth looking into. We can't just give up, because if you hide from your risk, you hide from its rewards, which might just take place in Shelby County.
Thank you, Ashley. That's interesting that we're thinking about starting recycling something besides just aluminum cans, because it probably could be a lot of paper that could be recycled.
Clarissa Simpson, how are you going to encourage planting appropriate plants, as you prefer to call it, putting down roots?
We haven't made finalized plans yet, but we would like to help with the landscaping at C.H. Daniels whenever the nurse's office is moved during the Christmas holiday. We are trying to receive a small grant and landscape an area with trees. Can't you visualize small plants along the grass area between the sidewalk of the First Baptist Church in Paynes?
Yes, we have. In fact, we've talked about that. I don't know what happened to it, but we have talked about that in the past. And of course, y'all had the Envirokids 1 did a vacant a vacant spot downtown with landscaping and shrubs and picnic tables. I think, Wayne, did you You were supposed to buy a picnic table.
I did something.
Yeah.
He helped us with some other expenses, and he really did that. We want to go back. I'd like to say, though, that the bronze plaque was placed last week. Mark Tidwell and Lynn Hart installed this, which tells, names the lot, and then also tells who the tables are donated to. And we're very proud of it, so we hope everyone will go out and look at it.
It's very pretty. You all should be very proud of it.
Yes.
Do you have any trips scheduled or anything like that, or any other projects that we can look for?
Well, we're just going to continue working all year on this. And we don't know exactly what we want to do, except there is one biggie we hope to have, and it's not totally planned. Angelina County has asked us to join them in the Great Forest Trash-Off. We, perhaps, since cleaning up Henrietta Road, I think we're going to prefer attacking roadsides. I've been told that there is another in the county that is worse than Henrietta Road, and we're not sure this could be so. But we would like to have an organized group to go out and to clean up. What do you think about this?
I think that'd be great. One of the things I wanted to ask also, do you think that there are repeats? I mean, it's not one person dumping one time. It's somebody that's a regular type situation that they're going to this place and dumping.
Some of it would be people who are going out often and dumping, yes. And it's just something that we must learn to stop.
Okay.
I understand we have a video that we're going to be watching that the Envirokids too have made.
Yes.
Okay. And so we're ready to go for that now and see that. And I want to thank y'all for being with us this morning, because we may not have time to come back on and thank you then. So
And I
thank you
still
all.
think the girls were prettier than the boys were all the way around on this thing.
Well, that's a matter of opinion, guys.
We thank you.
You're welcome. And when we get switched, if y'all want to come over here so you...
Hello, folks. I'm Mother Nature. It's good to see you here in East Texas. I don't make public appearances very often, but lately I've been worried about a little spot known as Shelby County. Its natural beauty is outstanding, but this beauty is being marred by what human beings are doing to me. I would like to introduce you to Daughter Nature. I've been working on overload since human beings keep me so busy on my earth-keeping chores. Daughter Nature has been trying to assist me.
Thank you, Mommy Nature. The Envirokids 2 of C.H. Daniels Intermediate School will be joining us. They are as concerned as we are about what is going on in our environment.
I will be looking forward to meeting them.
And here they come now. And look who they have with them. Garbage Gertie and Simon Debris. They represent Mr. or Miss Junior or Sissy anybody litters of Shelby County. They are two of a kind. We are here to see that they clean up their act. These two have scattered trash all over the place. They do not practice the adage, if you put it down, we'll pick it up. They have trashed all the highways. The highway department says it costs 30 cents to pick up each piece of litter. Gertie and all debris think it's just fun to throw trash around as they drive along. Just why don't you two have it safe yourself? I just love all this junk scattered around. It gives a poor self-esteem, I've found. Then I don't have to work very hard, and I can just lounge around and not be tired. To make me feel good, I just throw things down and walk around with the great big frown. I'm good at passing the buck. I don't care if our stupid environment is out on luck. I don't intend to be bad. Sometimes I feel quite sad. I know to recycle, but never put it to full use. It's just easier to prevent environmental abuse. Officials let money block their view, talk about our problems, but don't force the action that is due. It's just easier to show no concern. No one taught me, so I didn't learn.
What do you Envirokids think we should do with these two, Garbage Gertie and Simon Debris? I understand that you're community problem solvers. Do Do you think you can handle these two villains?
Yes, these humans have made mistakes. After all, they're only human. Humans seem to try every once in a while to kick the littering habit. Even if their attempts didn't amount to much, they form many helpful organizations. They advertise on the radio and the television to heighten public awareness. They passed a strict legislation about littering, illegal dumping, and recycling. But then, too many did not carry through. Remember, disposing of waste is a complicated matter.
The decisions made today about our environmental problems will affect us now and a century into the future. It is our goal to make the world a better place. And if we can influence you to break your chain of bad habits, we will have helped you in our world. Remember, this is an area where we all must work together.
The Envirokids' goal is not only to inform the mind, but to engage the heart. We want to develop an awareness of how to live in harmony with nature in our fragile county. We must bring our lifestyles into harmony with our dear Mother Nature. We all need to work until we can say,
Where has all the garbage gone?
we all must be
Litter getters!
Our habitat, Shelby County, is our home, our common property, our legacy. We dare not treat it as though we have another county to go to. Good counties are hard to find. Waste is everybody's problem and everybody's job. It is our hope that soon every citizen will be fluent in the principles of preventing and handling waste. In other words, being environmentally wise. Then we can tell our grandchildren
How the waste was won.
we have lots to do, so let's give ourselves a
Kick in the seat of the pants.
and get busy. I'll say there's a lot to be done, and much of it won't be fun. Time is of the essence, I say. Shelby Countyans need to get busy today. Let's declare war on Shelby County waste, cleaning up litter with great haste. Just look as you travel around. On parking lots, much litter can be found. Highways are a terrible mess. I do not know college trash down, I must confess. We are a Kenny, Texas, beautiful community, you know. Let's show everyone that this is so.
Illegal dumping is a big problem here. While it piles up more and more, Shelby County is so dear. Or will you help us attack this problem with great force before it gets worse and worse? Help us identify where this dumping takes place. This is a problem we all must face. Will you be a part of Shelby County's war on waste? Let's join together with great haste. Striving for a better tomorrow is our goal. A better Shelby County will unfold. Opportunity goes around wearing overalls and looking like hard work. Our environmental duties we must not shirk. We must work and work some more. For Shelby County, this could open the door to a wonderful future that will be grand if we'll join together in an environmental band. I'll be asking you to adopt a spot. It might be a roadway or a littered lot.
October 22nd was the 4th annual Make a Difference Day. Envirokids 2 improved our county in a special way. We joined together in a working group. We had a 50-member troop. We all made a difference as we chose a project of our own. Through our efforts, we all have grown.
Simon and Gertie, do you understand? In your oyster will be the sand. We'll irritate you until you become like a beautiful pearl, being good environmental citizens in our world. If you will agree to clean up your act, you can enjoy Shelby County more after agreeing to our pact. Here is a pledge that you must recite. Keep it, and our county will emerge with environmental plight. Raise your hand and repeat with me. You'll be giving your word, as everyone can see. We are keepers of Shelby County in order to form a more perfect county.